Hi. Alright. I still start in this menu each time, although I'm not even sure why at this point. I guess just to decide what time of day to head into the resort? I don't know. And at one point I was changing the dog occasionally. I was also sometimes looking at hints and stuff like that, but not at this point. It's weird how only one of the resorts had a like really big minigame where you even got hints and whatnot. That being the diving and the beach resort. None of the others had that. In fact, I'm even at a little bit of a loss for what to do just based on my memory alone. Presumably there are minigames to do. But the first thing I want to do is make use of something I've been told, which I, in this case, appreciate, because otherwise it would take me forever. Also, I can never quite remember precise numbers for different things here. It's weird how there's precisely one left. Oh, it's 6, that's why. I was thinking, I thought that was 5, and I was a little confused, because that's definitely not one of the numbers down here. It's weird how, in the other games, you'd usually have a bunch of lifts along the resorts. So you'd have a couple at the bottom, and then a few scattered throughout everywhere else, usually next to places that you could get off of another ski lift. But here, I think you literally only have one ski lift that's not at the bottom, I think. And somehow that trips me up. Makes it hard for me to remember what goes where. Anyways, I've been told that something I'm looking for is actually here. At this point, there's only one thing left to look for, at least during the day. Can you actually go down there? No, it's just the sign being weird. So there is, in the end, an actual purpose. Well, to at least some of this place. Not all of it. So I was wondering what the deal was with these dead ends and everything. I still expected to have a bit more stuff in these weird little out-of-the-way paths on Anaconda. There we go, that's something cool. This is at least one thing, because otherwise, until now, it seemed that there was nothing in any of these. But that's the last photo we have to get during the day. Still a couple at night, I believe. Actually, so now, what is there to do? We have trick challenge? Oh, yeah. And literally nothing else. Well, okay. The trick challenge is presumably mogul. That's just number 5. Thought it was somewhere like higher up towards the center, but I couldn't remember precisely where. Yeah, so what's the point of the rest of this thing here, though? It feels like it takes a little bit of effort to get to, and it should be some kind of cool thing, but there's nothing actually down here. And you see the death sign every now and then, too. That's not where I expected I would land. I didn't think there would be an invisible wall there. Alright. So I'll head back up there. And, huh. I guess there's not much more to do after that, is there? In fact, the only thing really is to do is the dance minigame, isn't it? Well, no, we do have a thing or two to do at the beach. In fact, we haven't even been at the beach during the evening, have we? So we have not found all of the different photo spots outside of this resort, have we? Now I think about it. Is this the one? Can't see the number. No, it's 4. How do you get to 5? Oh, no, that is the one. See, I think 5 would... If 7 is down here. I expect 5 to also be down here. But no, we need to find... We basically need to explore the entirety of the... beach resort as well. And find all the photos there. If we're going to do that. Not to mention having one more thing to do on that specific resort. As far as the usual stars for doing stuff goes. That is, we have a cliff to jump off of specifically. Alright. This one's just do everything? Oh my god, I forgot it was for every single... This is gonna take a bit. Oh, that is 30 in total. Okay, it's a good thing I started doing this at the beginning of this recording session, because this is gonna take us a while, eh? I don't even tell you how to do it. This is gonna be fun. Although I think the instructions tell you how to do every single trick, so... That's not the direction I expected you to turn, Brandon. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of that. And some loading in between. And since it's loading the same level every single time, it's kind of annoying we have to go through these loading screens. Oh well. Okay, that one I believe is just... I actually know the ski tricks fairly well. It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to do them easily, because motion controls are hard. But this one I believe is just throwing everything downwards. Yep. And then spread eagle is opposite directions, so moving both the remote and nunchuck outwards, which I have a really hard time doing for some reason. And then Daffy is moving one up and the other one down. This is a little tedious. This is one of the reasons I'm not doing the tutorials in this game. You know, I might be missing some small things because of it. For instance, otherwise I wouldn't have found out you can just like spray water on things using the water bikes, for instance. Should probably get a picture for the thumbnail at some point. I don't know why it always says with really, really, really long playthroughs like this, I always decide to make a unique thumbnail for every single video. And then I have to do that for so long. Oh, Twister is if you move both the remote and nunchuck left and right at the same time, in the same direction. There you go. Let's actually get at least one good video of this. I'm surprised I managed to do those all in the first try. And you saw me last episode how much trouble I had doing tricks. Well, it's not the most useful camera angle, but okay. Maybe we'll manage to do approximately one of these per episode. That seems optimistic. We're gonna be here for a while, I think. That's, well, I say that's good in a certain sense because it gives me more time to figure out how to do the whole dance thing, which I actually need to get on now, but otherwise. Nope. There you go. I usually have a hard time doing spread eagle specifically. For whatever reason. I always found the little clacking your stocks together animation kind of funny. I don't know why. It's just an oddly specific thing that's been carried through all the games. Where side flip is. There you go. Wait, oh, whoops. There was I was forgetting to hold the button. You have to hold the C button to do a corkscrew. So side flip is just holding the direction of the D-pad. All the flips are just holding the direction of the D-pad and then shift and chuck. It's weird, so corkscrew is up and left or down and left. And C. And moving the, I think, nunchuck and Wii remote. If you hold up and left or down and, or if you hold up and left or down and left, then you do a corkscrew. If you hold up and right or down and right, then you do a rodeo instead, which I find odd. For some reason I find it more intuitive for the difference between whether you're holding up or down and not left or right. I guess the thing is, I usually think of any tricks you do of this sort as being something you can do in either direction. Left or right, if there are rotations involved. It's not usually a different kind of trick just because you rotate. And it's one thing if it's depending on which stance you start in, but that's not really a thing on skis. Okay. This is getting a little bit more interesting, having more tricks, but I feel like this might get a little bit crazy towards the end. But this is the easy one where I actually know how to do all the tricks on this thing. I don't know how to do all the tricks on the snowboard and snowmobile off the top of my head. In fact, I've had trouble doing some of the tricks on the snowmobile, so I might have to look it up. But I think this game's tutorial will tell you how to do that. Can you do a 180 and then do a trick in the air after that? Out of curiosity? Huh. Never done that before. Cool. Just never really considered doing tricks backwards for some reason. Are you required to actually land the trick out of curiosity? I have no idea. Seems like so far we're still treating Hurricane as the so-called secret trick. The game doesn't ask you to do it at all so far. You have to do them in order, by the way? Ah, shoot. .900 is not a... straightforward rotation. How do you do 900 precisely? I think it would be... There you go. So you just have to do the input kind of quickly, I guess, it seems like. Make sure she falls over the finish line. That's such a strange thing to see, though, doing those tricks backwards. But so, all you really have to do is, normally to do larger rotations, you just tap the stick multiple times. And that's pretty much the case here, you just have to press left, or right, and then up or down. Because up and down is what makes you do 180 instead of a 360. But you have to just do it quickly. And I figure we might as well finish this episode, so I'm gonna start on the other vehicles next time. Dog! Oh, you'd have to do a hurricane. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. And there's no reason to actually do non-360 degree rotations in this game ever, as far as I can tell, on the skis. Being upside down, being sideways, backwards. Being backwards is just a vague inconvenience, and that's it. Right. In fact, with that, we might have actually mastered skis, haven't we? I never get the dialogue from anyone for having only cleared something, part of something. Huh. No. Have I already gotten the, like, you cleared the ski stuff award? Figured I would have gotten it just now, but oh well, whatever. See you then.